You know, I guess what I was just talking about was the testimony Joe just gave about his experience. And I said, what else is more compelling than that testimony of where he was at, what happened, and then where you're meeting him here today on this Zoom call. Such a transformation in 18 days. It's, unless you can see it and understand it, most people would think that it's impossible, but it's not. We're sitting right here. You want to tell your story, Joe?
Sure. So, came from a broken home at 8 years old. Mom took me and my two sisters to Colorado. And my dad and my two brothers stayed back in Southern California, San Fernando Valley. Lost my middle brother, who I was the closest with, in 99. He was age 36 from drugs and alcohol. He got like Hep C from shooting up. And I used to bring him Christmas presents. I'm not kidding you. My parents would send me his Christmas presents, which would just be like socks and sweats and, things that people on the streets would need. And I knew kind of where to find him, where he'd be panhandling, and kind of where he slept, on the side of the freeway on the 101 on Topanga Canyon, believe it or not. Some people know where I'm talking about.
A lot of people know what you're talking
about. Yeah. Anyways, my story, alcohol, right? Alcohol. Always smoked weed.
So, you said you lost two brothers?
Yeah. The other one was 2014 cancer. We didn't find out until he was riddled with it.
Was there any medical problems to your family?
High blood pressure, which I don't have any, which I don't even understand how that's possible.
And same thing happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened is she went through an operation the other night.
So, I've been on Vicodins, handfuls at a time. I've done the shaking, the rattling, the rolling, coming out of my skin. Got my sisters. I can't even think back in like 2004. And I said, that's it. Never going to do that again. Well, you forget, right? You forget her. And great gal. I just call her my wife because she basically is. We have our own business. And I would just check things out in the morning and then just kind of pop up and down Fifth Avenue. I figured out where to get the oxy.
Don't teach the people, please. It doesn't matter. You're going to the
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell where I went. I figured out where to get it. And
yeah.
So, cut to that was a couple years ago. Cut to May 7th. I don't remember coming into David's facility. Apparently, I told my wife after I know at least I was on 800 milligrams of oxys that I popped 15 Xanax, 2 milligrams, because of a phone call that I had with my father, and it brought me back to that hurt child. And anyways, I've been through withdrawals. You might have a little bit of pain here and there, but everybody's just so hands-on, takes care of you. I think at one point I got so frustrated one night, and I said, started swearing and slammed my door, and I shouldn't be in any pain. They said I wasn't going to be in any pain. And really, I was more frustrated. And I'm laying in bed, and 10 minutes later, I feel a hand on me, and I thought it was somebody that was here, that a nurse or something, and it was this man. And he said, nowhere does it say a person should be hurting. So he got me out of pain immediately, and I don't know how to explain it. So all these demons and hatred since I was an 8-year-old boy. When my family split, I was just, I didn't realize it, right? I was been drinking for so long just to hide it. Always drinking. In any case, I was on the phone call with my dad, like I said, and something snapped in me. And, you know, I have 2 beautiful children. I wasn't thinking about anybody because I was obviously so high on oxy already and drinking vodka tonics, which was my drink. And I don't remember coming here. And that was May 7th, and today's what, May 26th?
Did you ever go to any other places before?
Rehabs? One when I was 15, 28, 42.
3 rehabs.
Yeah. The last one at 42, I stayed sober for 11 months. And then I used, that was in 2014. My brother was dying. And then my mom broke her hip, and she was living with my wife and I. And my mom, I love my mom to a point, but I can't handle her for more than one day. And she was there for 3 weeks, and I had to take care of her. So I just looked at my wife at the time and said, I need to have a beer. And
Okay.
yeah, that was the wrong choice.
Of course. The first, everybody should know, the first beer, cyanide.
You're done. Yeah. First beer, first pill, first hit of weed.
You know, all these rehabs, if we would have treated people and send them then to rehabs, the rehabs success, I promise you, from 1 or 2, I don't know what it is, if it's in between 1 and 5% real, would go from I don't know, to 1, 5, 10, 80%.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, who does, you know, like.
Because a rehab really you should be there to get rehabbed, take the habit away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's a big job to take the habit away. It's impossible for one place to detox a person from this tremendous amount of withdrawals, craving, pain, depression, anxiety, and then try to, at the same time, change the habits. This is like a absolutely impossible task. Obviously, you're not going to succeed. But if a person comes here and gets detox, we don't be under rehab. We detox you. We teach you.
A lot more than that.
Okay. All right, then.
The Ibogaine, though, the Ibogaine gives you the runway for the rehab. So, you know, in the beginning, it detoxes you and it fixes your body. It gets rid of all the inflammation, all these things that it does, so that, you know, we can sit here like Joe's sitting here 18 days later, perfectly fine.
David, use the right words. Okay.
The neurostimulus technique, exactly. And that's the truth about it. How do you explain that Ibogaine is only one component of your treatment? Because I know I've been through it. I know there's more to it, a lot more to it than the Ibogaine. You treating people and your staff, it's a complex process, and I watched it happen. It was really interesting to watch, silently just watch how you guys were treating me and what you guys did and the lengths that you went to and how complex it was. It was interesting. I can't really explain it, but I watched it. Anyway, after that treatment process, I walk out the door. Joe's going to walk out the door completely free, right? Okay, yeah. Nothing. Okay, you're going to walk out that door, and then all of a sudden there's going to be there was a little twinge in myself, like, is this real? Is this okay? Whoa, this is interesting, you know? And yeah, it's good. Okay, yeah, I'm doing good. Oh yeah, okay. But then that's when it starts, right? You're okay. And then, you know, through that next 21-day period or 25-day period, I had to adjust and reacclimate my body. My body was waking up. I had, you know, so there was acclimation. You know, I didn't have much energy, but then I got my energy back. Anyway, the point is that after that, your body's in a state where you can, if you listen to your body after treatment, say for the 6 months post-treatment, if you listen to your body in terms of how to eat, what to put in it, how to think, make the right thing, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, you know, those things, live a good life, and it gives you the runway to be the best person, best version of yourself you can be. That's at least what it did for me. And I found that when I would want to waver at all, not that I really did, but if I did, I would be like, nope, come back. And it's tied to that. So it gives you the opportunity to heal. There's no depression. It's, you know, there's a process that goes on. So that's where these rehabs would come into play that you're talking about, David, because people still need that support. And I got that support through helping other people, like my friend Carlos. I had helped him through the process and then gone to it, you know, just through that process. And I think
meetings, David, I want to make a declaration. I am very much for AA, NA. All these meetings are the greatest thing. Okay, and the system is good. You gotta find the right meeting that for you, and go to this meeting. I recommend to everyone to go to AA.
I know.
So, you know, and if somebody needs their go back to their treatment, or they need a therapist, whatever they need, they should go continue. But for sure, I can guarantee that no one going to get out of here with without getting rid of the withdrawal and craving. Okay, there's some people are moaning because they still got some pain in the legs. Okay, so the heroin coming out of the legs, whatever. Okay.
take the what's the medicine that you have, the medicine you tell me to take during treatment? No, potassium, magnesium.
Potassium, magnesium, the fish oil.
The fish oil. I do that every day.
Yeah. But that's a withdrawal. That's already, you know. And look, when I went out of 1 year myself, 27 years ago, of cold turkey, okay, from oxys I was prescribed to. And after I came out of it, all of a sudden I feel my shoulder, I can move my shoulder. I didn't have the pain, but you're out. You don't have any pain. And a lot of people, oh, this hurt, that hurt. And then it goes away. So that's the amazing part. A lot of people couldn't even walk after, even with oxys. Now they start walking. Pain.
2 people within the last 3 months couldn't walk when they came into your clinic. 2 people. One was a man who was maybe 39. The other one was a man who was like 58. Both of them could barely walk. Both of them were deathly ill and couldn't walk.
This football player that came here and
they walked when they left.
His knees started breaking. Couldn't move his leg. What is that? It is. People say too good to be true.
It is. I mean, it's
you know,
people have to adjust their beliefs because this is reality. This is real. It's happened to thousands of people that you've treated. And that's why we're sitting here today trying to give context to the explanation of that this happens. This treatment process works. It's not magical. It works. And we're trying to give context to people to understand what frame of reference do you want us to present the truth to you in so that you can understand that this can help you too, right? That's all. It happened. You know?
It is, look at the technology today. You go to the computer, every day something else pops up. You have to have an IT in your office to go on your computer and do some work.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
Things have become so complex. This complication, Solomon says, and God created the world simple, and people decide to make it complicated. And this is so true. So everything has become more complex and more complex. It's the same with medicine. Okay, everything that used to be to think that you can become healthy, do this, it's become not too good to be true. Okay, It's a substance has been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And there are other substances I use as well that have been used before. So you saw I have my Puthicat medicine over there.
Yeah.
And these are things I developed myself. And that's how I can get rid of Suboxone, methadone, Subutex, and all this. But why is it too good to be true? It's you, all we do here, we ignite the body. We restart the body through the central nervous system and through your subconscious, coming to reality, coming to harmony, and the body fixes itself. That's all. Okay. The body has all the power. How does the body fights thousands of viruses that comes through your body? Not including the immune system becomes so strong. And I treated 3 people for HIV successfully. They got totally was gone. Okay, hepatitis B and C, even worse than that. I'm going to say psoriasis, 6 sicknesses as well.
I mean, think of everybody has to have some type of PTSD. Everybody's been through trauma throughout their life.
Yeah, but it's the levels. There's some levels a person can get rid of it, a little bit of therapy, sometimes that's it. Some are really, it's like a broken record. It comes up, keep on coming up, and you remember the whole thing. It just comes to life.
That was me. That's why I slammed all those Xanax after being on all the oxy. That one thing happened.
That's called trauma, real trauma.
Yeah.
Okay, those are bad experiences. This is called a trauma. We call it broken bracket. Keeps on coming up.
Yeah.
Once we bring you through that status of your subconscious, you see clearly the trauma in seconds. Comes up, you see all the details of the trauma and disappears. You don't see it. The broken record is gone. That's what happened to you. That's what we treat. I don't care what kind of trauma. Thank God we have been able to treat Army, Special Forces from Israel, from American Army. Traumas that I cannot even tell you that I was crying while I was listening to. A girl that was raped since she was 5 years old. She was 13. But God, I mean, things that you cannot even believe.
Right,
okay?
right.
Terrible things. And they got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you get rid of your PTSD, your depression, your anxiety, your addiction. You lose weight. We're starting a new program for obesity because we have treated so many obesities. You know, they came here for drugs, but the obese, or more obese than the drugs. So the obesity went away. The guy lost one from South America, about 60 kilos, which is times 2.2, right? 230 pounds. And blood pressure became normal. We treated people for diabetes, okay? These are not because all we are saying. Once your body is back, working the way it's supposed to, it starts fixing itself. David?
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things that I was thinking about after. I mean, it seems to have antidepressant effects moving on even after the treatment. The inflammation's gone. It's a powerful.
You brought something beautiful up. People have to understand that the 99, 95% of your pain, everything is gone. 90%. Okay? I'm not talking about withdrawal and craving, that's gone for sure.
Yeah.
But some depression, some anxiety. But it's as you go on not to live with life. This is life. You know, we cannot fix every anxiety that comes up in your life, that you have to learn to deal with it. And that's the job of the rehabs, really. if you need, if you cannot control, you can control yourself. And that's where the rehabs should come in, and the therapists and the life, what they call them, the life coaches and all that come in and really be after the people that really need that. And then we're going to be successful, or we want to be a team with everybody.
Part of it.
Of course, be part of the whole system. AAs, NAs, meetings, rehabs, everything.
You know, and it a lot of people find the same therapy, whether it's through AA. I went to AA for 5-6 years. I got 11 years with no alcohol, or oxys. But the point is volunteering, even like the different clubs, the service clubs, the Rotary, Kiwanis, all these different clubs. That's another way of people getting involved and finding a group of like-minded people who are healthy, living a good life, changing things. So of course, however you find it, whether you build your own support group through your family, friends, or clubs, or AA, which is it can be done a number of different ways, and whatever a person may find is right for them. It just helps.
Look, there is a word in Hebrew called chesed, which it takes like a whole page to explain it. But what it means really, chesed means doing something good for someone else without expectation to get anything back. Okay. And when you do something from someone else, it makes you healthy, psychologically, physically. You feel good about yourself. You did something good. And that's what's missing. People to go out there and giving from themselves. You got that over here? Go out, and I tell everybody, if you don't go and help others, you keep on telling me, you saved my life, you saved my life. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't hear that. Whose life are you going to save? Okay, go out there and save lives. That's it.
I think it's a great time to close. Anything else, guys?
Nothing else.
Okay.
David,